মহাবিদ্রোহীর অনুক্লান্ত আমি সেই দিন হব শান্ত, যবে উৎপীড়িতের ক্রন্দন রোল আকাশে বাতাসে ধরিবে না, অত্যাচারীর খড়গ কৃপান ভীম রণভূমে রলিবে না, বিদ্রোহীর অনুক্লান্ত আমি সেই দিন হব শান্ত।
सर इस जगह का नाम क्या है?
ये जगह का नाम था ये विजयपुर।
विजयपुर पलेन से आगे। This is not Manipur, but a puja pandal in North Kolkata that is themed on Manipur. Durga Puja is undoubtedly one of the biggest festivals in the country. It is in the state of West Bengal. But Durga Puja is just not a festive spirit here in the state. It has multiple layers of emotions, all encompassing at times. Emotions that can transcend you from one place to another place. Emotions that bind one human being with another. Emotions that has been extremely strong and overpowering for someone to feel the pain of another. And that's the reason when Manipur was burning, that pain had resonated with the rest of the country. People had connected with the pain. People had erupted in anger. People had erupted in protest. And the outburst was because people realized the suffering of the people of Manipur. Thus, when Durga Puja is being celebrated in Kolkata, which is almost like an open art gallery, how can it miss out the emotion called Manipur? Here at this Amra Sobai club in Kolkata, the theme revolves around Manipur. The idol is not the conventional Ma Durga that you are used to seeing. She doesn't have 10 hands, she just has 2 hands and there are a lot of bruises on her body. Once again trying to depict the suffering she has endured, the sufferings of the women of Manipur that they have endured. Yes, they turn out victorious after a point, but nothing can take away from the fact that there had been lot and lot of suffering. If there had been a war in Manipur, the worst victims had been the children and the women. And that's exactly the point they are trying to highlight here. That no matter what history writes tomorrow, no matter what is there written in the history tomorrow, nothing can take away as how much people of Manipur have lost and how much we as Indians have lost with the suffering of our fellow Indians there in Manipur. And thus out here, Ma Durga is trying to symbolize the suffering of all these women. You have seen women being paraded naked. You have seen women as mothers waiting for their children to come back. You have seen women waiting for their husbands to come back. We've also seen the face of resilience and resistance from the women of Manipur. And thus, you do not see 10 hands of Ma Durga, you see 8 hands over here, shackled, as if it is trying to struggle, to fight, resist, and then win a battle. Yes, it has been a battle in Manipur, and that same battle has been fought by so many people in so many ways. But as I said, if A was fighting against B, there were women who were also trying to feel the pain of separation from one woman from another, irrespective of their caste, their community. And that's exactly what is being highlighted here. The torture that a woman has been subjected to, that same torture has shamed the entire country. And thus, this effort is to bring alive the suffering of people of Manipur.
রুদ্র ভগবান জলে রাজ রাজ টিকা দীপ্ত জয়শ্রী।
স্যার এই মূর্তিটার পিছনের আইডিয়াটা কি কি দেখাবার চেষ্টা করেছেন?
এইটা দেখাবার চেষ্টা হয়েছে যে আমাদের এবার সাবজেক্ট হচ্ছে গণদেবতা। তো যখন এই মূর্তিটার কথা ভাবা হয় তখন সেই সময় আমাদের দেশে এমন একটা ঘটনা ঘটে, মণিপুরের মতন একটা ঘটনা হঠাৎ আমাদের সামনে আসে, আর সেটা শিল্পীকে একটা অন্যরকমভাবে ইন্সপায়ার্ড করে। মানে এখানে একটা ইনস্টলেশন আছে, দেখবেন যে দুটো মুখ এসে ধাক্কা মারছে তখন ঠিক যেভাবে আমরা খুব চমকে উঠছি, একটা নিজের সঙ্গে নিজের একটা ঠোকাঠুকি একটা দান্দিক অবস্থান লাগে। এবং তখন শিল্পী প্রায় গ্রামকিঙ্কর বেজ যেই ধরনের প্যাশান নিয়ে কাজ করতেন, ঠিক সেই রকম একটা প্যাশান নিয়ে রাত দিন এক করে 13-14 দিনের মধ্যেই মূর্তিটা বানিয়ে ফেলেন। তার কারণ ওর মনে হয়েছিল যে মানে আমরা কি করতে পারি, আমরা এমন একজন মানুষকে, এমন একজন দেবীকে আমাদের সামনে দাঁড় করাতে পারি যিনি আমাদের সবার হয়ে এই মানুষের কথা বলতে পারেন। এই যে সভ্যতার সমস্ত অবদমনের বিরুদ্ধে তিনি নিজেকে রুখে দাঁড়িয়ে একটা মানবতার জয়গান গাইতে পারেন। এটাই তার ইন্সপিরেশনের জায়গা।
You would always find Ma Durga in the conventional form also has a backdrop. In Bengali it's called Chalchitro, and that Chalchitro is essentially a reflection of time, reflection of art. But here at this very Puja Pandal, what they have themed that as the Chalchitro, the backdrop of Ma Durga. What you see right behind me, that is the Chalchitro, and that reflects destruction, the kind of destruction, devastation we have witnessed in Manipur. And the moment I walked in here, it was a very overwhelming emotion for me. I saw leaves falling from the tree, I saw butterflies flying, and I saw this entire setup so similar to what I've seen in Manipur. Teen shades, wooden houses, all fallen, women crying, children suffering, men struggling, men suffering, and all of that in one art form here at Durga Puja Pandal in North Kolkata. As I said, Durga Puja indeed is a festive season, is a big festival in the state. But every year after year, this puja has also brought to fore multiple reasons for people to think. And this possibly gives you another reason to think as what went wrong in Manipur, how it all started, why it happened, and could this have been avoided. The sound that you just heard is the sound of conflict, and it happened because of these two statues, these two busts colliding with each other. And that sound, screeching sound, that sound of laughter, the sound of cry is essentially once again a reflection of the time that Manipur has lived. While one was laughing, the other one was crying. And at the end of it, as it's often said and believed, no one wins a war. It's only we, the people, who lose in a war. Here, the loss is of Ma Durga, and the compulsion is you have to visualize Ma Durga in this form, bow your heads down before her in this form, and then reconcile with the idea, the torture she had been subjected to, whether she deserved it. If not, who all are responsible? And if she did not deserve this, could we as children had done enough to save Ma Durga from reaching to this avatar of suffering, endurance, before she turns out victorious once again? It's a journey that starts from A to B. Even though she wins at the point B, the journey means lot of suffering, lots of losses, irreparable in nature. For me, it was very overwhelming. As I said, as I walked in, the entire setup was almost like a reminiscence of what I have seen in those 4 months that I had frequented Manipur. We just hope and pray Manipur doesn't have to live this ever and ever again. We just hope and pray the worst is over for Manipur and for Ma Durga, so that she never has to emerge in this avatar ever and ever again. With video journalist Ronnie Shatra along with Shumun Gupta in Kolkata, this is Tamal Shah for News the Truth, NTT.